Good evening, one and all, and welcome to another retro reaction. In today's video, we have the new Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone TV show reboot. Now, I will generally sit here and admit that when this was announced, that Warner Brothers and HBO Max were going to be doing this, I was on the offense of basically just sitting there going, no, absolutely not. We do not need this because we have the books. You know, we already have the books. We have 10 whole years of the movies with Daniel, Emma, and Rupert. And then we've got the merchandise that still keeps coming out to this day. There are so many. Then we had 3 whole movies of Fantastic Beasts, which I'm still pissed off and annoyed by the fact that they decided to cancel it because everyone else whittled and moaned that it wasn't good enough. I, for one, disagree. I personally think they are incredible. I love the movies. And I really wish that even if we couldn't get all 5, which were originally planned, at least give us one more to finish a story off, because I hate cliffhangers. But that being said, because that is, thrown into the air now and it's never coming back, which is a shame, we obviously have the TV show. And we also have our first teaser trailer for it. So sit back, folks, relax, and let's react to the new Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone TV show teaser. And in 3, 2, 1, go.
I told you.
There he is, back under the cupboard.
You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one.
Being picked on by Dudley, I presume, and his mates.
You think you're something special?
There's Aunt Petunia.
There is
cutting off his hair.
Special.
There goes the
About
Hogwarts
you.
letter. A new HBO original series.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Your parents were the
Is
kindest,
Hagrid.
bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever. And they stood up for what they believed was right.
I mean, I knew it was being played by Nick
The next
Frost,
time I
but
see you,
I would have thought he'd have a bit more of a gruffier like voice. There's Mrs. Weasley, Ron, Ginny, based on the beloved books by J.K. Rowling. Hogwarts Express. Great Hall, there's McGonagall. The Sorting Hat.
Potter,
Hey,
I
there's
think we can
Hermione.
expect great things from
Ollivander.
you.
Oh, there's Malfoy. Nimbus 2000 Brooms.
Let's see who you
Quidditch.
are.
Biology. Hagrid playing in the snow. Why not? As you do. Oh god, no. I totally forgot about that. Okay, we'll discuss that bit in a minute.
Potter?
Christmas 2026. Interesting. Okay, let's just get out the positives first. Visually, I think this looks stunning. I think the set designs look incredible. I think the actors and actress that was picked for Harry, Ron, and Hermione look really well thought out because they generally look like Harry, Ron, and Hermione. McGonagall looks great. Dumbledore looks great. Even though I'm a little bit worried about the actor who's playing Dumbledore because of his age now, and by the time we get to book 7, or rather, book 6, book 7 for the TV show, when they actually get it out, will he still be around? Or are we going to have another recast like the movies? which I'm hoping doesn't happen. I think Hagrid looks great. You know, Nick Frost being Hagrid. The only, as I mentioned during my reaction to the teaser itself, I did my only little minor nitpick for Hagrid with Nick Frost is I really wished he didn't sound like his own self. I mean, I guess he's probably trying to do a bit more of a different version to Robbie Coltrane, who sadly passed away as Hagrid for the films. But yeah, I when it comes to Hagrid, I kind of hope for a bit more of like a rough, sort of edgy, gruffalo type voice, I guess you could say. Um, but yeah, other than that, I think it. You know, I can admit when I'm wrong. You know, I was skeptical about this teaser, and I think it looks great. It does certainly make you feel like you're back in Hogwarts again. Hans Zimmer as well, who is doing the music score for this. I mean, I'm gonna miss John Williams' score for sure because it's just iconic. You know, whenever I rewatch Harry Potter or even think about Harry Potter in general, I think of John Williams' music score. But Hans Zimmer does some incredible music scores. So hearing just a snippet of it in this teaser, it gives you chills, it makes you feel magic in the air, like all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to hearing more of that in the show. Um as for the negatives, my my real negative, and I'm not trying to sound racist, so if anyone comes at me in the chat, I swear to God, I'm gonna like I'll get annoyed and I will fight back. So when I say this, I mean it. I'm not trying to sound racist. So I just want you to all know this. But Paparosildo, or however you pronounce his last name, I hope I pronounced it right. He's not Snape. I'm sorry, he's not. Warner Brothers have lied their asses off and spoon fed us this whole, oh, it's going to be exactly like how it is in the books. Then why is Snape black? What? Like, I'm sorry. Why is he black? If it's going by the book, as you've said, Warner Bros. And HBO Max, then why is he black? I'm sorry. He was not described black in the books. He was described as a white, tall, thin, greasy haired man who looked miserable, essentially. He like the description of Professor Snape was described a few times of being pale white as sour milk, pale as a white marble. Like that just indicates he's white. I don't understand why they went out of their way and went, "You're hired to play Professor Snape. You've got the job." It's not Professor Snape. And do you know how bad it's going to look in this first TV show of Philosopher's Stone when the kids, Ron, Harry, and Hermione, are going about Hogwarts, going to teachers, and even Hagrid, and sitting there going, Snape's the one stealing the stone. We don't know why he is, but he's definitely the one stealing it. Do you know how bad that's going to look? That he's going to come across as bad and racist. They're going to make the kids seem racist, even though they're not. And I'm definitely not, but that's how it's going to be shown and told. And it'll be the same for Order of the Phoenix when we get there as well. When James Potter and the rest of the Marauders, Moody, Padfoot, Wormtail, like everyone, when they pick on Snape and hang him under a tree and just bully him for the sake of it, that's not going to look good. You will get an uproar. I mean, you already do. And obviously, we have already heard that Papa Isildur is already getting death threats with it all, and backlash, and I don't condone any of that. And if anyone is making death threats upon this guy, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, generally, straight up, you should be ashamed of yourself, because you shouldn't be doing that. Like, straight up, don't do it. It's just not nice. But I can also understand why people are still pissed off, though. When you sit there and say to us, fans, that this is going to be exactly like the books, exactly described how it is in the pages, and then you cast someone who is not described as that person in the book, it's going to cause problems. And I'm not happy with it. I, for one, am not happy with the choice that I made. He is probably a phenomenal actor, but he's not how he's described. I'm sorry. So if you lot are going to sit there in the comments and then start lamping into me for just trying my hardest not to come across as the way other people are about this, in the wrong way, then do not watch this. Fuck off. Just go away. Because I will fight back on this. At the end of the day, I'm trying to be nice, but also trying to be fair with how I feel about this. Okay? So just bear that in mind. I'm trying my hardest not to sound nasty or rude or even remotely racist, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just going off by what Warner Brothers and HBO Max have said themselves directly, and said, we are going by the pages of the book. We are describing characters exactly how they are described in the books. But you haven't with one specific character. That's like saying, because J.K. Rowling described Dumbledore as gay in the books, and he's shown to be gay in the movies, like whether it's, small tiny hints in the Harry Potter films, and quite heavily implied in the Fantastic Beasts films. That's like turn around and going, well, because we don't like that, and the whole, because of the whole J.K. Rowling situation going on with that thing as well, we're gonna make him straight. Like, you'll piss more people off as well. Just don't do it. I don't understand why it's so difficult. Just don't do it. But anyway, guys, I've said what I've said. I'm trying to be reasonably nice about it and not sound, bigotry or hateful or anything like that. I'm just merely giving out my thoughts and opinions on it by trying to be, nice in the nicest way as possible. But I liked the trailer. I think it looked good, and I hope it does well. But at the same time, I I don't know whether it will, but we'll see. Only time will tell. But we'll have to wait until Christmas to find out. But until then, catch you all in the next one.